Matt and Casey with Ruth Heart for Adventure. Today we are going to give you a tour of our tiny house on wheels.
Yes, our tiny house is a micro mini 2100 BH. We've been living in this camper for 5 months now. We travel full time. It's Casey and I, our two boys. They are fixing to be 13 and 15, and then we have a large poodle.
Yep, so there's 5 of us in our tiny little space.
Yeah, 140 square feet is our living space. We chose this camper because we had actually traveled in a 30-foot camper for almost a year, and we decided that it was time for us to downsize. And so with all the research and everything that we did, we decided the Micro Mini 2100 was the best for us. It provides the bunk beds. We still have large water tanks.
Downsizing?
Mostly for weight. We travel in the mountains so much in the mountains, up and down the mountains, and it's so much easier to tow this smaller camper, and it's easier to get it in and out of the national forest where we do park. And
I felt like we were coming across cool places that we really wanted to get into and camp, but with our bigger rig we really couldn't get into some of them, so we were like, oh, we got to downsize.
Yeah, mountain roads, off-road, all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's where we're camping and towing and stuff. So,
and we've all been very happy with our downsizing, right?
It's been great. Yeah, this has been the best.
So
let's we're gonna walk around the outside. We'll show you guys everything on the storage compartments, our solar setup, and then we'll move to the inside. Let's go. All right, guys, so this is our Micro Mini 2100. When you buy this camper new, this is a 2019, and this camper weighs 3,700 pounds dry. And with us, with all of our gear and all our living stuff in it, it weighs right at 5,000 pounds. And it is 21 feet overall in length. It does have the 2-inch lift kit already on it. We had that done after we bought it. And so yeah, this is the outside. It's fiberglass on the outside, and the frame on it is aluminum. So let's go up top and let's take a look at our solar setup. All right, guys, so this is what our solar setup looks like on top of the camper. A lot of people are afraid to drill into the top of their camper, and I was too, but that's what I chose to do. So I used door hinges to mount our 2 solar panels, as you can see, and so that's because there's actually a little bit of a slope on this camper, and those allowed me to mount them still flat, and it just worked out really well. So these are siliconed, screwed down. They're very, very rigid, and same with our cable setup and everything. But we went with Renogy 100-watt solar panels, and so we have 2 of them tied in parallel. They stay at 100 watts at 12 volts. Renogy I've used for many years now, and I've used other panels as well, and Renogy to me is the best solar panel there is on the market. These really work well when it's cloudy, even if we're in shady conditions and stuff. So this is kind of the heart of our solar battery setup, our 12-volt setup. But these provide all the charging necessary for our batteries, for everything inside. So we're gonna go down and we'll show you guys what our battery setup looks like. All right, guys, so when you buy a RV that is a bumper pull, in most instances, you're going to have your propane tanks on the tongue, you're gonna have a jack, and your batteries are gonna be behind them. Due to the way that our van is set up with spare tire and toolbox on the back, we had to move all this. So the jack used to be here, we had to move it back, and we had to move our propane tanks back. So there was no more room for our batteries, and we really wanted our batteries to be inside. That way they weren't out here, having to endure the outdoor environment and all that, and then we could run our wires better and just take care of them better. So we no longer have any batteries outside, and everything has been moved inside and is mounted in here safely. So this door here is our access to our batteries. So let's take a look. So this is our solar setup on our Mini Winnie right here. We have chosen to go with 3 the blue top Optima batteries, as you can see, and they are also wired in parallel. So we have 3 batteries wired up. They all stay at 12 volts. And this is our solar charge controller. From the solar panels up top, everything comes down into these before it is put into the batteries. The charge controller is what makes sure that your batteries are safe, make sure they're not overcharged or that there's an issue with your solar panels. This is kind of the brain of the whole system right here. So that's what keeps your batteries safe. I like the Optima batteries, because they're a gel battery, and they're very safe to be stored inside like this. They're not emitting any gas. They're leak proof. I mean, things can still go wrong with them, but I've just worked with these batteries for a long time for this application, and they've worked well for me. So we have fuses. We have a pure sine inverter made by PowerTech, which is ran to the inside through a power strip. It goes in right there, and that provides us to have 110 volt power inside of our camper. Have some spare fuses, and then we have our 2 master switches right here. The one that says solar right there is to disconnect the power from the solar panels to the battery, and then this one disconnects the batteries from the actual RV. So we are that's our setup. Let's go inside and take a look.
We're ready to show you the inside of our little tiny house. Let's go check it out. Come on in. It's really small, so I'll sit here while Matt comes in. You can give him a little tour around, which is the camera, and then I'll start showing it piece by piece.
Master bedroom.
Yep, this is our little dining area / school / office / everything. Our kitchen area. Okay, so we'll start with the kitchen area, right? This is our slide out, which is super nice. When we got this camper, we definitely wanted a space for homeschooling, for work. We can sit here and play a game together as a family, and we eat outside a lot actually, but when it's cold or something like that, or in the evenings that we just want to sit down and have a meal, we can right here, right?
Yes.
So it's been really nice. We actually used some little shelves here, wire shelves from Target, I believe these came from, for the boys' schoolwork. This is Tucker's side, and that's Tasher's side, and it's worked out really well. I've been really happy with those little bins there.
Yeah, those are just screwed right to the wall, and so nothing falls, nothing's able to move around.
Yeah, I don't have to put up anything as we head down the road. So yeah, that's that. And then if you want to turn around, I'll show them our little area. This is the master bedroom area. And it's really neat. We have a curtain that we can close for if we need privacy. And we have our closet. That's just a really small area. We just have like 3 or 4 of these each, actually 3 each, to put our clothes in. And we have these little shelves right here that Matt put in for me for books and things like that. These were from Target, and they were actually had little legs on them. We popped the legs off and just screw them to the wall. So that was really nice to have that little spot. And then, did we show them our little area right here when we came in? This is a little thing, a little shoe organizer. We just screwed it to the wall as well. Matt actually had to put in a board inside the little pantry area to keep it solid. And we use it for all the little extra things that you usually have sitting on your counter everywhere in your house. You know, we have like some cards, some flashlights, some headlights, cords for the phones, markers, some dog stuff, extra gloves. It's been really awesome to have that spot. Hey guys, so this is the kitchen area. I've really actually loved the kitchen space. I was kind of nervous about it at first being so small, but I actually have the table here. I do a lot of my chopping and cutting up. I do a lot of cooking, so we try not to eat out very much. We have a pretty good sized fridge, so I can keep lots of stuff in there. We don't do much frozen stuff, but do have a freezer. So, and then we have our oven and our stove. And we do not have a microwave. We actually took that out because we don't use a microwave. And we decided to use it for extra storage. So it's been really great to have this spot. We do like coffee here, all of our extra things that we just grab and use first thing in the morning.
Yeah, so one thing that we try to do with this whole camper is we basically live off 12 volts, which is our battery power, and propane. It's been a learning curve for us to learn to do that, but almost all of the cooking that Casey does is done with propane. We have a French press coffee pot.
Yep.
And our refrigerator
Barn
runs
chef.
on propane all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And we use our water is powered by our 12 volt water pump. We have 30 gallons of fresh water inside this camper, and so we use that sparingly as possible.
Right.
Same with the shower. Water heaters ran on propane, and that works well. We do have a television, which we don't use unless we're at a campsite where we're hooked up. But pretty much 12 volt power.
Keeps us to where we can boondock.
And propane.
As much as possible. Yeah. So back to the kitchen tour. We also have, inside the oven is where I keep my pans. Underneath here is a couple pans and some extra bags. I have one drawer for extra utensils and one drawer for silverware. This is my tiny pantry. All of my dry goods and things like that go in there. And then up here is where I keep all my dishes. I don't have that many, so I have like 4 small plates, 4 big plates, 4 bowls, a few mixing bowls, coffee cups, and a couple shakers. So yeah, just enough storage for the things I need. It took me a while to downsize my kitchen stuff, but now that I've done it, I'm really happy with it. All right, so that's guys, this is the boys' bedrooms. So Tasher has the top bunk and Tucker has the bottom bunk. This was like our main reason for getting this camper. We wanted our boys to both have their own little area, their own beds, and be able to have a little space to themselves. It is small, but they both seem to have really liked it. We got some shelves in here for them. They've been able to sticker up their walls and kind of do their own thing. Tucker's is pretty neat. And yeah, they just have their own little area and I really like it. Plus, right underneath their bed is a spot for clothes. They each have 3 totes. So they have all their clothes underneath there and they're really easy to pull out and get to. Hey guys, we're ready to show you our tiny bathroom. Okay, so this is it. We do not actually have a sink in the bathroom, so we use our kitchen sink for brushing our teeth, washing our face, and all that good stuff. But we do have a shower in here, and it's really nice. It's a good little size. I'll let Matt show you guys that here in a minute. We have all of our towels on the back with that was a wine rack that I found. I had Matt screw that to the wall, and we roll up all of our towels and put in there. And then we have a Nature's Head composting toilet. So we knew that when we started this journey, we didn't want to mess with the black tank. So this right here separates number 1 and number 2, and it's really awesome. If you guys are really interested in that, we could do a separate video on the composting toilet, kind of go into more detail about that. But yeah, we have we did another one of these shoe racks in here in the bathroom. It has been amazing. It's like all these things that you have to have, you know, daily things, brushes and soaps and toothbrushes and lotions, and we got a little spot for our toilet paper and our wipies.
The great thing I feel like about this is it's so lightweight. It's not like having to dig through a cabinet to find it. I like it too. Everything is right there where you can see it.
Yes. So it's very,
yeah. It's worked really well.
It's really great.
Us.
Yeah. So then you can show them the shower if you want. I'll move out of the way.
All right.
It's a nice little size
This
shower.
one actually doesn't have a bathtub, but it does have a stand-up shower with a skylight, and it's perfect. So no shower, or no tub actually, and only a shower. So that's that. That's our shower. All right, guys. So that was our tiny house tour. That's how we live in 140 square feet and travel around the country. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Yeah, we love this life, and we're grateful that we got the opportunity to go on all these adventures and share it with you guys along the way.
Yeah, a lot of people do ask us like how we do live a life on the road like this, and you can visit our website, ruthhartfordadventure.com, and has lots of details how we are able to live on the road full time in this tiny house. And follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, Ruth Hartford Adventure, and we hope you guys will continue to follow us here on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. And we have lots of adventures planned for 2019.
Yep. Lots more to come.
And it's a great life, and we are just excited to share it with you guys. So,
see ya.
All right, bye-bye.
Hey guys, be sure to like and subscribe.